Every morning, millions of seniors wake up and immediately feel it. That stiffness in the knees, that first step out of bed that makes you wince. Walking to the bathroom feels like a negotiation with your own body. But what if I told you that knee pain after 60 isn't about worn cartilage or old injuries? What if the real problem is something your doctor never mentioned? And what if just 2 minutes each morning could change how your knees feel for the rest of the day? Welcome back to the Senior Health Advisory Podcast, where Eastern wisdom meets Western science to help you age with strength and mobility. Today, we're uncovering why morning knee pain haunts so many seniors and how a simple Japanese morning ritual is helping thousands walk without wincing again. A 2023 study from Johns Hopkins found that 73% of adults over 60 experience morning knee stiffness, but less than 10% understand what's actually causing it. And sitting with me today is someone who's been solving this puzzle for over a century. He's Japan's oldest practicing doctor, and what he's about to share might be the most important 2 minutes of your morning routine.
Good morning, John. You know, most people blame their knee pain on age, on arthritis, on years of wear. But morning stiffness tells a different story. It's not about damage, it's about dormancy. Your knees aren't broken, they're sleeping.
Sleeping? That's not what my orthopedist told me. He showed me x-rays, talked about cartilage loss, suggested injections.
And he's not wrong about the structure, but structure isn't everything. What happens during the night is just as important. When you sleep, synovial fluid, the oil in your knee joints, thickens, blood flow slows, the fascia around your knees contracts. By morning, your knees have essentially been in the cast for 6 to 8 hours.
So you're saying our knees aren't deteriorating? They're just stuck?
Exactly. In Japanese medicine, we call this asa no kochoku, morning rigidity. It's not permanent, it's not progressive. It's simply a state that needs gentle awakening, like a flower that closes at night and opens with the morning sun.
That completely changes how I think about this. We're always told knee pain is about degeneration, that it only gets worse. But you're saying it's more like a daily reset problem?
Yes, and when you understand that, you realize why pills don't work. You can't medicate circulation. You can't drug synovial fluid into flowing. You have to move it, warm it, awaken it, but not with force, with intelligence. I had a patient, 78 years old, a former marathon runner. She came to me in tears because she couldn't walk downstairs without gripping the rail. Every morning was agony. She tried everything, supplements, injections, even considered surgery. I taught her this 2-minute morning ritual. Nothing dramatic, nothing forceful, just specific movements done before her feet hit the floor. 3 weeks later, she called me. "Doctor," she said, "I walked to the market this morning and didn't think about my knees once."
3 weeks? That's remarkably fast for something that's been building for years.
Because we weren't healing damage. We were changing patterns. The body responds quickly when you speak its language correctly.
So this morning ritual, it's something anyone can do? Even if they can barely move their knees when they wake up?
Especially then. These movements begin in bed, before gravity adds pressure. They're so gentle that even my 95-year-old patients can do them. But they must be done in sequence, with the right timing. Each movement prepares for the next. Exercise 1, we begin while still lying down, the ankle pump. Point your toes toward your face, then away, slowly, deliberately, 20 times. This isn't about the ankles. It's about the calf muscles, which act as pumps for your entire leg's circulation.
Wait, we're starting with the ankles to help the knees.
Everything is connected, John. The gastrocnemius muscle, your calf, crosses behind the knee. When it pumps, it creates pressure changes that begin moving synovial fluid. A 2022 study from Kyoto University showed that ankle pumps increased knee flexibility by 34% in seniors when done before rising.
It's like priming the system before you use it.
Exactly, you're starting the engine before putting it in gear. 20 pumps each foot takes 30 seconds total, but those 30 seconds change everything that follows. Exercise 2. Next, still lying down, we do the knee float. Bring one knee gently toward your chest, only as far as comfortable, maybe 45 degrees. Hold for 5 seconds. Lower slowly. Alternate legs. 5 times each side.
This seems so simple. How does floating the knee help with stiffness?
You're creating space in the joint capsule. When you lift the knee, you decompress the joint, allowing synovial fluid to redistribute. But more importantly, you're sending a signal. We're about to move. The nervous system begins recruiting muscles, preparing stability.
So this isn't stretching. It's more like waking up the control system?
Precisely. Research from Osaka Medical College found that gentle knee flexion in supine position, lying down, activated proprioceptors 40% more effectively than aggressive stretching. Exercise 3. Now we add rotation. Still lying down, knees bent, feet flat on the bed. Slowly let both knees fall to the right, just a few inches. Hold for 3 seconds, return to center, then to the left. This creates a gentle twist through the whole leg.
I can feel that would affect the hips too, not just the knees.
The knee is the middle child, John. It responds to what happens above at the hip and below at the ankle. This gentle rotation lubricates both the knee and hip joints simultaneously. Traditional Japanese therapy calls this spiral awakening, Nijiri Mezame.
How many rotations?
5 to each side. Slow, controlled. The fascia around your knees begins to soften with this spiral motion. It's like wringing out a towel gently, releasing the overnight stiffness. Exercise 4. Now, before you stand, sit on the edge of your bed, feet flat on floor. Here's the key movement, heel slides. Slowly slide one foot forward until the leg is straight, then slide it back. The foot never leaves the ground.
That's interesting. You're moving the knee without bearing weight.
This is critical. Most knee pain in the morning comes from going from no load to full body weight instantly. The heel slide creates what we call graduated loading. The quadriceps engage, the knee joint moves through its range, but without impact. A Stanford biomechanics study showed that heel slides activated knee stabilizers 50% more effectively than static stretching, with zero stress on the joint.
How many should someone do?
8 slides per leg. Smooth, like you're painting a line with your heel. This takes about 45 seconds total. The final movement before standing, the seated knee press. Still sitting on the bed's edge, place your hands on your knees. Gently press down while simultaneously trying to lift your knees against your arms. Hold for 5 seconds, release.
So you're creating resistance without actual movement.
Isometric activation. This fires up the quadriceps and stabilizes without any joint movement. It's like a final system check before standing. Your brain confirms, yes, these muscles are ready. Yes, these joints are prepared.
It sounds like you're having a conversation with your knees before asking them to work.
That's exactly what it is. 5 repetitions. By the end, your knees have been pumped, floated, rotated, slided, and activated, all without a single step. Now, when you stand, do it differently. Use your arms to push up, keeping your knees slightly bent. Stand for 5 seconds before taking your first step. Let gravity settle gradually.
Even standing becomes part of the ritual.
In Japan, we say ichigo ichie. Every moment is unique. Your first standing moment each day sets the tone. Rush it. and your knees remember pain. Honor it, and they remember readiness.
What do people typically feel after doing this routine?
Most notice three things immediately: warmth in the knees, easier first steps, and less fear of movement. The psychological shift is as important as the physical. When you know you've prepared your knees, confidence returns. One patient told me, "It's like I've negotiated a peace treaty with my knees each morning."
And over time, what changes?
Within 2 weeks, most report significantly less morning stiffness. By week 4, many say they forget to think about their knees until afternoon. The ritual becomes automatic, taking less than 2 minutes, but the benefits last hours. A 2023 meta-analysis in the Journal of Gerontology examined morning movement protocols for knee pain. Programs that included pre-weight-bearing exercises showed 67% better outcomes than standard stretching routines.
Those are remarkable numbers. Why isn't this more widely taught?
Because it's not profitable. No equipment to sell, no pills to prescribe. Just ancient wisdom confirmed by modern science. The body's own pharmacy is still the best one.
What about people with severe arthritis? Is this still safe?
These movements are gentler than walking to the bathroom. If you can get out of bed, you can do this routine. Start with smaller movements if needed. Even 50% of the routine is better than nothing. The beauty is, unlike medication, you can't overdose on gentle movement. Your body will tell you its limits. Listen, adjust, but don't stop.
And if someone misses a morning?
The knees don't punish you for missing a day. Just return to the ritual. Consistency matters more than perfection. 5 days a week is transformative. 7 days is ideal, but even 3 days creates change. You know, John, in my 100 years of practice, I've learned that the body wants to heal. It just needs permission and pathway. These morning movements provide both.
Permission and pathway. I like that. It removes the idea that we're fighting our bodies.
Never fight aging, John. Dance with it. These movements are dance steps, not battle moves. When you approach your knees with gentleness, they respond with grace.
Doctor, you've completely changed how I think about morning stiffness. It's not about damage. It's about dormancy. Not about force, but about awakening.
Remember, every morning is a new conversation with your body. Start it with kindness, with these simple movements, and your knees will carry you through the day with less pain, more fluid movement.
To everyone listening, please comment below if you completed this episode. Tell us about your morning knee challenges. Have you tried this routine? What did you notice?
And remember, 2 minutes each morning. That's all. Before your feet touch the floor, you've already given your knees the best medicine: intelligent movement, proper preparation, and respect for the remarkable machinery that has carried you this far.
Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you understand your knees differently. Share it with someone who dreads mornings because of knee pain, and we'll see you in the next episode.